I grew up in California, but most of my family from the South, from Texas. And with all the amalgamation of people we have here, I like it when people throw that back to me. Because when you're in some places, sometimes you say, howdy. You know, in the South, there's no commitment necessary. You don't have to say what you're doing, what's going on in your life. You don't have to know their name. All you have to do is say hi back. So appreciate that. Thank you for the welcome. Thank you, Paul, for this great club. Thank you, everybody, for coming and checking out my presentation here. A little background about me. I'm a second quarter. I came to chiropractic through powerlifting, which is a competition where you do a squat, a bench, and a deadlift as much as you can once. And you have 3 attempts at each one. It's a full day-long commitment. And I learned a lot about myself, and chiropractic helped me stay healthy through that whole experience when I was beating my body up day in, day out, week in, week out, in order to perform at my highest potential. So I'm a self-professed meathead. I have a bachelor's in journalism and mass communication. I worked at a high school friend's practice as an office manager, and besides really believing in chiropractic's efficacy and philosophy, I found that I was able to communicate it pretty well. And I'd always been interested in PT and rehab, so it fit for me. So here we go. We're going to get started. This talk's going to be about empowerment, based around the quote, "We are the ones we've been waiting for." Now, there. So one of the things I learned in my journalism and print background is that the ability to speak as much as possible using as little words as possible. In print journalism, this is a big deal because you have a limited amount of space to deal with. And in this club, you have a limited amount of time. So the more words you use, the more diluted the message is going to become. Miles Davis, the best jazz trumpeter of all time. Of all time. Miles got started with Charlie Parker. Right here on the left, Miles is on the right there. He got started in showbiz playing hot jazz. He and Charlie played loud, they played fast, and they were pretty much the best at it. But it wasn't until Miles started experimenting with pauses, rests, and the space in between each note he played, that he really started harnessing the power of his music. And that was when cool jazz was born. After that, in his career, he went crazy psychedelic. But nonetheless, the cool jazz iteration of Miles Davis is my favorite. So, point being, same thing with words. When we communicate, the space in between each word is where the power lies. It's where your critical thinking takes place. It's where the meaning of what you say is going to be absorbed by whoever you say it to. This is loosely on topic for my speech today, but I just wanted to get that across, that that's my desire with my communication, is to speak less so that I can say more. So, let's get to the quote. Quotivation is a big part of my life. I really enjoy it. I feel like it informs a lot of my own personal philosophy, chiropractic philosophy, just like in general. So this one, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. This quote is amazing. I realize it is political, so let's take it off the table. No politics here in this message. Just a quote. Let's break it down. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are. Is anyone excluded in the term we? Absolutely not. You are, I am, my surly Aunt June is, especially my surly Aunt June. Are, state of being. We are. Those two words together, positive affirmation. If anybody here has practiced positive affirmations, you know that those two words are the most powerful words you can use, and you put them at the front of your affirmation every single time. Because those two words, I am, we are going to positively reinforce anything that's after that, even the negative idea. So if you have a negative idea about yourself, I am a failure, for example. That's what you are. But even if you don't feel that way about yourself, but you say, I am successful, that is what you are. Positive reinforcement. But once, each one of us is just one person. But throughout history, we've seen how one person can and has changed the world. Gandhi, MLK, positive. Villains, tyrants, negative. I don't want to say their names, I don't want to talk about that. So, move on. We've been waiting for it. We've been waiting. That implies we're not living in the present moment. We're anticipating something, someone to change our world. Why have we been waiting? For what have we been waiting? There's a background there. You can put floor at the end, and the preposition, whatever. When are we waiting for, and for whom? All questions you have to answer for yourself on your own journey. But I believe you're waiting for me. You're waiting for now. You're waiting for us. And that's empowering, because that shows you that you have what you're looking for right now inside you. You have the power. I got the power, like that 90s dance song. I'm sure you all have it in mind right now. Right.
Transformers.
So, not tomorrow, next year, next week, next quarter, next whatever. Right now. This was a huge light bulb moment in my life while I was teaching in East Oakland at Acts Christian Academy. This is my some of my class, some of the students from my class. You got Jameer down here at the bottom. You got Corey at the back, trying to hide. You got Mario, who I picked me up, who was trying to hide and forced him to be in the picture. Kaja, Chuck and the Deuce. Fourth graders, 9, 10 years old. I don't think I have to say it, but kids in grade school are ruthless. They don't care who you are. They'll say anything, no matter how hurtful it is. And there was a point when I was teaching there where I became really discouraged. I felt I wasn't a good teacher. My messages wasn't good. My messages were not getting across. And managing all those personalities is difficult. Teaching was the easy part, but actually getting through to someone was really difficult for me. So there was a point in time where I was really unhappy at work, and I just wanted to go to work and be happy. But there was a light bulb moment, like I said, where I realized I had to be happy and then go to work. I had to create what I wanted because I already had it inside me. I wasn't going to go to work and then be happy. I was going to be happy and then go to work. So, waiting for the principal to come tell me what to do in this class, waiting for another teacher to come tell me how to improve my lesson plan. I was waiting for someone else, when really I had it inside me, I just had to realize it. Fast forward 1.5 years, first quarter at Life West, I go into the gym, being a meathead gym rat, and I say, this gym needs some work, needs some more equipment, needs some cool stuff, right? The mindset was not someone else is going to do it for me. The mindset was I was going to go create it. I wanted that to happen. I made it happen. I didn't know anything about the bureaucracy, how student council money works. I just went in there and said, hey, I have this idea. I want to get this in here. Bada bing, bada boom. It happened. Wasn't waiting for anybody else. Big message is be a victor, not a victim. Take yourself out of the victim mentality. Things don't happen to you. Things happen in your life, regardless of where you're at. So change your attitude. Wayne Dyer, one of my favorites ever. Change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When I changed how I looked at my job as a teacher, my job as a teacher changed. My whole environment changed. When you're a victim, the responsibility comes from someone else outside of you, inside. When you're a victor, it's from inside of you, outward. Inside out. We all know this from chiropractic philosophy. And this is where I segue to chiropractic is. Allopathic, the doctor's responsible for your health. The drugs are responsible for your health. In chiropractic, the individual is. So just like Lance set me up, we want our patients, we want everybody in the world to be responsible for themselves, take their health in their own hands, because they have the power now, not tomorrow, not next year. We are the ones that are waiting. So, to close, I'd like us all to do a positive affirmation right now. We are the ones we're waiting for. We are the change that we seek. On three, let's all say it together. You ready? 1, 2, 3.
We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek.
It's personalized. Change it to I. 1, 2, 3.
I am the one I've been waiting for. I am the change that I seek.